Hey guys, what's up? It's Matchboy here, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips on positioning in Rainbow Six Siege. So the way this is going to work is from the very first few minutes of the video, it's going to be more basic tips. But as the video goes on and as time goes on, the tips are going to be more advanced and higher skilled. So make sure to stay and watch the end of the video to get all the best tips. If you're new around here, welcome. And without further ado, let's go on into the video. Positioning is a key aspect of Rainbow Six Siege, and it can allow you to pick up more kills when you don't even have the greatest aim. For example, let me give you a situation. If you've positioned yourself to be coming up from behind the enemy, therefore they're completely unaware of you and you're catching them off guard, you would have about 3 to 5 seconds to go and take them out. If your aim isn't the greatest, 3 to 5 seconds is a lot of time to then readjust that aim, compared to a split second situation when you're in a gunfight with the enemy face to face. So how do we go about getting the flank on the enemy and picking up that easy kill? Well, you've got to be using your intel around you, as well as roaming, and if you don't know what roaming is, there'll be a card in the top right for that video. For example, if you're in a 5 stack, you'll most likely be getting callouts from your teammates, and these are vital to help you to get the flank on the enemy, whether it's they're scanning someone on the camera, or they're simply giving you the specific room where the attackers are entering from. You need to use this information to its full extent, whether you're going to be dropping through a hatch to get the flank on them, or you're going to be impacting through a soft wall nearby, or you're simply just going to be coming from behind them. Now, if you want to have good positioning, then you'll need to be holding down tight angles. And this is fairly common information, but a lot of the times when you see yourself getting killed, and you didn't even see the defender or attacker's head or body for example, this is most of the time because they positioned themselves so well that they could barely see any of their body. And this is what you need to be doing and taking advantage of. So I'll be giving you some tips right now for this. And if you want to have good positioning, then you'll need to be holding down pixel peaks. And if you don't know what pixel peaks are, well, it's pretty much what it says in the name. It's you holding down an angle where you can only see a pixel. And this is really important as it allows you to not expose much of your body, whereas you can see the enemy and get that kill on them. Right now on your screen there'll be an image of me holding down a pixel peak, so you'll be able to fully understand the concept now. And if you still don't worry, just feel free to drop me a comment down below or message me on Discord, and the same applies to any of these tips and tricks that I give. If you don't understand it fully, don't be afraid to go and drop me a message. Now, next up, I'm going to be showing you a technique that you can also use combined with the pixel peak technique of positioning. So as you can see here, we're holding down the angle and we're not peeking that doorway. You can use this trick on doorways and windows. As you saw, we weren't peeking the actual doorway, we were just watching the slit. And the slit is on the left hand side here. And then when we hear footsteps coming along like I did there, then we can peek around the corner and easily get the kill. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like from an attacker's perspective. You can barely see their body and they get the jump on you. And again, we're going to be watching it in the replay here, and you can see how just effective it is. Watching the corner, comes round and then can easily get the kill on them. Now, a lot of the times you'll find yourself being overly confident with the angles that you're peeking. As you can see here, we've just got shot by that mirror, so we're going to know not to peek that again. And a lot of the times, some people will be making that peek again because they think they can take on that mirror when she's got the better angle on us. And like there, as you can see, we peek through the doorway as we're expecting someone else to come out because they were in there as well. And we do secure the kill on them. And again here, we're peeking this angle and we're not being overly confident with our peeks. We're not peeking the full doorway, we're just peeking the very top of it so we can not expose much of our body. And you've got to remember, if you have any doubt that you're going to lose that gunfight, then you can simply go around a different route and come back from a different angle and peek that fight again. And as you can see here, we're just not peeking much of the angle at all. We're not being too aggressive, we're just holding a nice and tight angle without exposing much of our body. And it's a key component to winning those gunfights, whereas your opponents, you'll catch them off guard by them not positioning themselves correctly, and that's how we managed to secure the kill on them. And now, in this clip here, you'll be able to see what I mean about that other tip before, on if an angle's too risky to peek again, you can just simply approach it from another perspective. And this is what I'm doing here. Before, you just saw we were trying to peek that angle in the hallway because we knew there was an attacker in there. But as you can see here, we've just gone and opened this soft wall and we've narrowly missed a grenade there, and we're just going to be holding down this angle. And the reason why we've done that is because they're not going to be expecting we're going to be here, because they will most likely think we're going to be peeking that hallway and we do pick up the kill on them. So now I'm just going to be giving you a brief rundown on these tips and why you should be using them. So the first one I mentioned was using your intel around you. Now this is crucial and you want to be doing it all the time, considering if you've got more intel on the enemy, you'll be knowing their next move and you'll be knowing where they're going to be coming from, which is important in positioning yourself to get that kill. Next up we have getting the flank on the enemy, and this can be really important, especially when your teammates are in a sticky situation. You can come round, position yourself to go and flush them attackers out. And then we have hold down tight angles. Now, if you feel like you're finding yourself getting killed a lot of the time and you're not even exposing much of your body, well, the most likely scenario is you're not holding down the tightest angle you could be compared to what you were doing before. And the next tip I mentioned after that was pixel peeking. Now, if you feel like your positioning skill level is as high as it's ever going to get, then you should definitely try pixel peeking, as it'll allow you to get a better angle on the enemy and you'll be barely even exposing your body. They won't know where they got shot from. And now to recap the final 2 tips to finish off the video. Remember to use that technique I showed you in the custom game earlier on, which was where we were peeking the slit of the barricade, as if we were to peek anymore it would be too much of a risky angle. And when we hear that movement coming in through, when we hear our sound cue, then we peek it and we get the kill on them. And the last tip was, take a different approach to gunfights. Remember, if you're in a risky situation, then you can always take a different route to that gunfight and pick a different angle from it. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If this video did help you out or you enjoyed, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.